Hey, what's going on, guys? Repel here, bringing our third X and Y Wi-Fi battle, and today we're up against Marcus, or Marcos, I don't really know, but sorry if I mispronounce your name. Anyways, Marcos has an extremely terrible team to fight with, but overall this was still a great battle. So, Marcus is going to, as I predict, lead off with his Sableye, so I will go with my Noivern. I'm expecting the Will-O-Wisp, but unfortunately, I have no choice but to take it, as I will go for the taunt on the very next turn, since Sableye's Prankster ability will allow it to go first before mine. So after getting taunted, the Sableye will either have to just go for a Nightshade, Foul Play, or simply switch out. I was expecting him to switch out, but regardless, I didn't really care. I still went just straight for the Hurricane to do some damage. I didn't expect him to go to Tyranitar though, but luckily my Hurricane does hit, because Hurricane's accuracy is dropped to like 50 during during sandstorms. So I will get hurt by sandstorm and a little bit of burn damage. At this point, I need to get the fuck out of here because I do not want to take any rock moves. And I go into my Nidoqueen, praying that he does hit himself, so that my Nidoqueen can safely switch in. And this Tyranitar turns out to be a Mega Tyranitar. He does Mega Evolve, and then I just go straight for the Earthquake. Luckily, I do outspeed it, but I don't. I kill it in one hit. And this Mega Tyranitar does hit himself again. This Nidoqueen, yes, is a physical Nidoqueen. I like running physical Nidoqueens time to time because it does get that Poison Jab, Sheer Force, and also is able to learn Rock Slide and Crunch, which becomes very useful. The only thing that does not get Sheer Force is Earthquake, but Earthquake is already such a good move to begin with. So he switches into his Quagsire, but fearing a water attack, I switch into my Togekiss, but instead it goes for Swagsire. This battle was quite a long time ago, so it was before Swagsire was announced banned. So he does get his Swagsire off, and he gets some leftovers off. Here, Togekiss is in a huge pickle. As you'll see, they'll have like this big quarrel back and forth. I'll keep flinching Quagsire, and Quagsire will keep confusing me, and basically he'll recover and I'll roost, and it was just a huge stall war fest basically. So here I break out of confusion, and luckily I go for the Air Slash, and it does half, but of course he doesn't get flinch. If he had gotten flinched, this battle would have been over already. I would have just killed him next turn with the Dazzling Gleam, since Dazzling Gleam does do a little bit more, so it'll basically negate those leftovers from the Quagsire. And of course I get hit by confusion this turn, and Quagsire goes for the recover. If he had went for the Skull, I would have been okay. And because I would have just been dead, and we wouldn't be basically fighting anymore. Luckily, I break out of confusion this turn. I go for the roost to get my HP up. At this rate, Quagsire just uses Scald. He's already at full HP, so he doesn't need to roost. I recover. I get hit by Scald, and I get burn damage some more. My HP is way too low. I need to roost up. I don't want to take any chances, because even if I kill this Quagsire, he can just easily revenge kill me, and I do not want to get revenge killed. At this point, we were both very stubborn and adamant on our fights, and we did not want to back out. So we just keep hurting ourselves, keep flinching, and as you'll see, I hit myself in confusion again, and he uses Scald again. And Togekiss is actually not looking too well here. In order for me to basically beat him, it just really relies on luck. I go for the roost, even though I could have went for the potential Air Slash for a flinch, but I really wanted my HP back. So he keeps going Scald, and I get some burn damage some more. At this point, if I break out of confusion, that would be really nice, but no, I don't. I hit myself again, and of course, he's forced to go for Scald. And it takes me nearly to dead with this burn damage. At this point, if I don't break out of confusion, I will die, and luckily I snapped out of confusion, go for the roost, and get half of my HP back, and he goes for Scald again. So yeah, as you'll see, we just keep juggling each other's attacks back and forth. One's healing, one is attacking. So I go for Roost one more time, and he goes for a Swagsire, of course. I think I'm at like max attack right now, so if I hit myself, it'll do a lot of damage. things aren't looking too well right here. But yeah, I still choose not to switch out. So I luckily break out of confusion. I go for the air slash, and nope, see, he doesn't get flinched. The only times that I break out of confusions, I never land flinches. It's always like that. Pokemon's always like that. So I think at this point Marcus has had enough and decides to switch into his Tyranitar, hoping that I hit myself in confusion. And as you'll see, he protects that nicely, and I do hit myself in confusion. But I still had one more turn. And at this turn, I was either debating if I should attack him or should I go for the ruse. And I decided to just attack him. So basically, two of our huge threats are down. His Mega Tyranitar and my Togekiss. I'm not sure if that was a great trade-off, but hey, whatever. At least I killed something, right? Here, I go into my Noivern, just, you know, as a good scout and lead kind of thing. He goes for his Quagsire. And, this Quagsire does not want to take any special attack, especially now a Draco Meteor from a Noivern. I prefer running a Life Orb on Noivern instead of Choice Specs because I like using Taunt on my Noivern as well. Taunt is an excellent move and only a certain number of Pokemon can use it. And Noivern has such incredible speed, so I like having Taunt on him. So next, he sends out Big Mama to shield off any attacks. I just go for a Taunt because I don't want anything to get poisoned or anything, and I don't want him to start soft-boiling, even though I know that he'll just go for a Seismic Toss and finish me. But at least he's taunted, so either he's gonna have to switch out or basically not take any attacks. So I go for the Sheer Force Poison Jab, and it does a good amount, but then this Chansey is running counter. I did not expect counter. I should have saw that coming, because I mean, some Chanseys don't run counter, they have aromatherapy or whatnot, but yeah, I really should have saw that. So here I decide to go to my Alakazam, Mega Evolve, and finish it off with a Focus Blast. Even though Chansey does have incredibly high special defense, he would not like to take a Focus Blast from a Mega Alakazam. But of course, my Focus Blast misses. As you'll find out, a lot of my attacks will miss in this battle, and I have incredibly poor luck. So at this point, he is going to switch out, fearing the Focus Blast. I just went for the predictable Focus Blast because I didn't want to take any chances, but here I just go for the Dazzling Gleam and one-shot the Sableye. Thank God my Alakazam was running the Dazzling Gleam, otherwise this Sableye is going to cause even more problems. Here he goes for the Moth, Venomoth, and I'm expecting that it's Sash, so I did not even want to bother attacking it. And then he goes for his Sleep Powder and lands it. At this point, I knew he was going to set up Quiver Dances and possibly sweep my team, so I have to switch out ASAP into my Rotom. My Rotom Wash. I know my Rotom Wash can at least take one Bug Buzz or a Sludge Bomb, even at +1 from Venomoth. And if I can just get some damage off, that would be great. But he has Giga Drain and it completely almost one-shots me, and my Hydro Pump misses. Again, my Hydro Pump misses along with my Focus Blast. So he finishes me off with a Bug Buzz, and I go down, and I go into Spoon, and at this point, I'm just like, okay, you know what, I think I'm gonna die to a Bug Buzz. So I've had my share of battles, so that was it, and it was a really great battle. Marcus brought a very solid team, and I really hate Quagsire and Chansey sometimes, but overall, it's still a really great battle, so thanks so much. I like to sometimes share my losses too. I know that it gets a little bit stale when I play too many battles where I just keep winning, so hope you guys enjoy this battle. Please leave a like. Thanks.